And when you punching up, it ain't about whether you can throw. It's how you take.
Back to this money.
Sal's coming. There's gonna be some blood in our streets.
I know everything, Kanan.
You ain't going nowhere, because there ain't nowhere for you to go.
Take care of each other. We all we got.
Just gonna be us and them.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love power, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now tonight we're going to be talking about Power Book 3 Raising Kanan, Season 2, Episode 10, the season finale. This is my quick thoughts, early impressions. Down below, I want you guys to give me your quick thoughts, early impressions after watching this episode. And man, that ending of this season finale was flat out crazy. Your boy Unique saves the day for Rock. Southside, I guess they said, you know what? We got to stick together no matter what. We gon' stick together. And man, Unique and Rock, they become one. And Rock is going to always have that respect for Unique after this one. Saving her life because it was almost over. The Italians, they weren't playing in this episode, y'all. They was not playing around. They was taking a lot of L's. Let's just be honest. And for once, they finally was able to knock some people off. Because we know all season long, the Italians, they've been slipping up. They ain't been doing nothing right. In this episode, some of them got smoked, and then at the end of the episode, they came back strong, and they dropped off a lot of bodies, y'all. A lot of bodies got dropped off in this episode. Kenya, she ain't here. She got smoked. Rorel, he got smoked. Zisa, she got smoked. So, a lot of people did get smoked, and the Italians, they came back strong at the end of the episode. Sal Buscema, he was pissed off. He's like, screw all this. I can't keep slipping up. And he went to Tony Danza's character. He appeared in the episode. We talked about this in the final predictions video. We already knew he was going to pop up. Your boy Sal Buscema, he had to check in because he knew it was about to go down. So in season 3, we will see more of Tony Danza's character, Stefano. And I think he's going to be very, very dangerous. I can't wait to see it. Now, my quick thoughts, early impressions on your boy, Sam. And I made a video about Sam and Marvin, you know, Marvin's big mistake. And I told you guys in that video, not only was it Marvin's big mistake, but we know it was Sam's big mistake as well. For sticking around. He should have just left, but we knew he was on borrowed time once he was staying and he was getting high as a kite. Marvin walked up to him and said, you know what, it is time to go. We got a little bit more backstory on Sam, how he was an accountant. Everything was good until he started smoking that rock, right? And everything just changed for him. But he had to go. I mean, what do you think is going to happen? Marvin is not going to give you another way out. He was trying to be nice, but Marvin had to go ahead and get him up out of here. And, you know, my quick thoughts, early impressions on Rock this episode. If you've been noticing all season long, we've been talking about each and every week. She's been making a lot of mistakes, y'all. A lot of mistakes. And, you know, her taking out Scrappy was a huge mistake. We already knew it was his mom's that was the CI. She slipped up on that one. She, of course, confessed that in this episode to Lulu. And also Rock's decision on doing business with Tremont. I made a video about that a few weeks back, and we talked about how Rock doesn't even know Tremont like that, and she's moving so quickly because she wanted to get Cartier Duns out of the picture. Like, are you crazy? You don't know nothing about them. You got to do a little bit more research. Tremont, he said, you know what? I'm going to do my research on Rock. And when he did, he found out intel about Rock and that she was doing business with Joaquin. So, of course, they slipped in and made that move. And they said, you know what? We don't need you no more. We don't need the middleman no more. We're going straight to the source. And, of course, that's what they did. And Rock was pissed off. She thought she had it all planned out. And we pretty much been talking about this all season. She has not been making the best decisions. At the end of season 1, everything that she talked about at the beginning of the season, it all played out for her by the end of the season, right? She was dominant in season 1. In season 2, she paid for all the decisions that she made. And it started out with her taking down Scrappy and, of course, making moves on Cartier Duns and setting up shop with Tremont, which was a huge mistake. And we know your girl, Juliana. And I told y'all this in the video that I made. When Juliana when she came back a few episodes back with Joaquin and how she was all dressed up, you can just feel that energy. She was like, look, I'm not that same bodega worker that you're used to. And you can just tell in the look on her face that she was not playing around. And of course, we know Tremont and Abraham, they went to Juliana. Of course, Juliana set up the whole thing to do business with them. And she's like, okay, you didn't want to handle Unique. I'm going to take out my frustrations on you. And like I told you guys a few days ago, we literally just talked about this. She was pissed off. I thought she would have came at Unique, but it felt better for her to get back at Rock because she felt like Rock did not handle the situation like she wanted it to get handled. So in season 3, we're going to see Rock and Juliana. And man, Rock told her, you out your weight class. Well, Juliana don't give a damn. And you can tell Joaquin, he didn't really want to do it, but he was like, man, this is the better move. I mean, setting up shop where Tremont is doing business at out there in D.C., Maryland. I mean, he has a good deal. So, of course, it makes a lot of business sense for him. And now Rock has to find her own plug. And Juliana said that's probably the best move for you. So it's going to get crazy, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think about your girl, Juliana, and what y'all think she going to be on for season 3. Now, in this episode, we finally got the real answer about Jukebox. Her mom, Kenya, knowing about her, of course, being gay, and the whole game plan to set Jukebox up. We found out that Kenya sent Corey to, go out on a date with Jukebox to see what was going down. And we talked about the fan prediction, all the many, things that could have possibly happened on how Kenya could have known. Well, it seems like that was the case. She kind of already knew just based off being around her daughter, but she set it all up with Corey to go out there and get a little bit more intel. And man, Jukebox, she beat the brakes off Corey. She was not playing around, and she ended up getting hemmed up by the boys. And guess who helped her? Detective Burke. I told you this in my final predictions video that we should be getting some type of closure with Jukebox and Detective Burke, and we're going to see if Jukebox is going to talk. Well, she didn't necessarily say anything about Kanan, but she did, without saying his name, that Howard was going behind Detective Burke's back making moves on her, and he was coming for her, right? And I told you this, that Detective Howard, everything that he was doing behind the scenes. He was making all his moves, whereas, Detective Burke didn't know it was him. Now, I did mention that maybe Detective Burke kind of feels like Howard is doing something, but she didn't really know 100% until Jukebox pretty much told her what was going down. So, of course, Detective Burke knows what's going down with Detective Howard because of who? Jukebox. So, what do y'all think about Jukebox's moves? I know she did talk about how she don't be doing anything with the police. Well, that's a damn lie because you're definitely giving up some type of intel. You didn't snitch on, the whole Kanan and, Detective Howard being his pops, but you did tell her that he's coming for her. So I can't wait to see the conclusion of this in season 3. It's going to get crazy, y'all. Now, my quick thoughts, early impressions on Rock and Lulu. Hell, we know Zisa got smoked in this episode, but Rock told Lulu the truth. Like, look, yeah, I did what I did. He found out that Rock did make the move with, Crown Camacho. And we talked about this weeks ago. We didn't know 100% sure if Rock did this. We found out, seeing that Crown Camacho was not here anymore, if he was to get killed off or whatever, that means Rock gets his percentage. So now she owns part of the label, and Lulu was pissed off. And I had a feeling like, man, she didn't really say anything about it. She did tell Lulu that Crown went behind his back to try to make a deal, but that was it. We didn't really see a scene between the two as far as making that 100%, official. We did see them talk about it, but that was about it. Your girl Rock been making all types of moves, and of course Lulu was in his feelings. He was pissed off, damn near about to cry, and he was like, you know what? I'm getting up out of here. But we know the Italians, they came to the, the studio and they sprayed up the spot. Lulu was able to survive and drop a couple people off, but Zisa, she was, caught in the crossfire, and it is what it is. You hanging around Lulu, in this lifestyle, what do you think is going to happen? So I want to know what's going to happen with Lulu and how he's going to change based on what happened in this episode. My quick thoughts, early impressions on your boy Rorel. We know he got hit as well, and man, it was crazy because you felt that tension and you felt like, man, maybe Unique and Rock can actually work this out. But then Rorel gets hit, and I told you guys, when it comes to Unique and him being taken out or something happening, I had a feeling it was whether going to be his family, somebody close, whether it's, of course, his baby's mom, his son, or Rorel. And Rorel got towed up in this episode, y'all. So most likely the boy is up out of here from the looks of it. It didn't seem like he survived. Everybody that the Italians hit, it was just ugly. Marvin was able to get away, and it seems like that anger management paid off in the long run. The wheelchair dude, he saved Marvin. Now, just imagine if Marvin would have cussed dude out or beat him down at the very beginning of the season. That means this dude would have never helped Marvin out and allowed him to come in his apartment. But seeing that Marvin was nice to the dude and, he controlled his anger, the dude said, you know what, I owe you, I got you. And that's exactly what happened. Marvin was saved. And your boy Marvin was on one in this episode. I'm just happy he survived, but I cannot wait for season 3. Now, this is just my quick thoughts, early impressions. I will be dropping the full recap for you guys tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. But when you think about Rock's mistakes all season long, she's made a lot of them. And of course, the whole Unique thing, she had opportunities to take him out. And her biggest mistake actually helped her in the long run, because her not taking out Unique, keeping it straight business, it came back and saved her, right? And now we're going to see Unique and Rock. And if those two actually hooked up, because we know we got that chemistry between the two in this episode, Rock was kind of smiling when Unique was getting at her, talking about it's a thin line between love and hate. I mean, these guys, they got a hell of a connection. It will be very, very dangerous for everybody if they really hooked up. And seeing that the Italians ain't, playing around, and now Juliana has, business moves with Tremont and Abraham, Rock has no choice. It is time to go ahead and keep it Southside till they die. As Unique pretty much said, they got respect for each other. And I told you guys this all season long. Is whether you work with the devil that you do know versus the devil that you don't. And it seems like these two said, you know what? We're going to go ahead and get it in together. I can't wait to see how it's all going to play out next season. And also your boy Kanan, which he was making a lot of mistakes in this episode, selling drugs, getting hemmed up by Detective Burke, going to Detective Howard. I mean, to be honest with you guys, in my opinion, this season was more about Rock and her decisions that she made. It was like a coming out party for Rock. And I believe in season 3, we're going to see that turn up for Kanan, from Kanan. He's going to go crazy, in my opinion. And I'm all here for it. I can't wait to see how it's all going to go. Now, you guys let me know, what do you think about the season finale? Are you hyped for season 3? They already filming it. You know what I'm saying? They are already filming season 3. This is the reason that I kind of knew that Marvin and Lulu will be making it to the next season. They don't usually take out main characters like that this early on in Power. But from season 3 on up, I don't know about that. You may see some main characters from the original cast start to get dropped off, but we shall see. And also, no Breeze. Are y'all pissed off? Because a lot of people kept saying this person is Breeze, that person is Breeze. Breeze is going to pop up. Well, Breeze ain't here. So what y'all think about that? Now, you guys stay tuned for the full recap. That will be dropping later on in the day. I want to thank you guys once again for another season of Power Book 3 Raising Kanan. And man, it's getting crazy, y'all, man. I cannot wait to see what's going to happen next. But I want to thank you guys once again for all the love, all the support. And I will catch y'all on the next one. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.